That's it, dude. That's
What up, y'all? We here. Yeah.
yeah.
It's your boy R2R. It's the other boy, Blackout AD. Yeah, man. We're back. We are back.
We're back, black and highly favored, dude.
You know, we
Episode
haven't
2021.
we haven't been streaming. I want to say these last couple weeks, but
I mean, we have been streaming.
you know what I mean.
We
Other
just
and
haven't
other
been doing pods.
shows and other segments.
No, but I've been streaming on Sundays. So we have been streaming. We just haven't podded on the pre-llama show.
So like the whole time you've been streaming, you've been putting those out as the
No, I just haven't
as a
put.
pre-llama.
I haven't put them out as a pre-llama.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I just been streaming. I think I'm at like 56 hours this month. Last
Hell
30 days.
yeah.
Going crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay, okay. You know what I mean?
I'm back on it. You know,
My son's doing big things.
I woke up to the fucking Twitch money hitting the account. I said, "This is good life, baby."
He said, "Oh, that's parlay money."
I put 2 parlays and I lost both of them today. So shout out to the Sideline Podcast every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Y'all boys did good last week, man. I do gotta say.
As far as the show or picks?
No, the show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the show was good, especially right. I mean, obviously we had the technical difficulties when Tang left. But other than that, I felt like the energy was really good. The conversation was good, especially while Tang was there. And then, you and Jimmy did good as well. But I really think like the dynamic works with all three of you there, especially when it comes to like football conversations, because you guys all bring different aspects to the conversation. But
yeah, I mean, like me and Jimmy, like we've been having those type of conversations forever, so it kind of just seems second nature. But like when Tang's there, I feel like I gotta like do like one step up. You know what I'm saying? Which I've been trying to. Like today, I jotted down a few stats that I want to bring up. And then probably by the end of tonight, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and start putting them down all of my notes, so that come Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm ready.
Yeah, you gotta be. Tang's doing the research. I mean, he's also in fucking mad fantasy leagues. He just doesn't like losing. But he's doing the research, and I think again it brings another element where it makes you guys kind of have to also bring whatever topics you guys are going against each other in or conversating with. You got to have your points that you can bring up and back up. Not only bring up, but back it up properly.
Yeah, but like sometimes there's weeks that like, and it's happened this year too, that there's been weeks where it's kind of like almost like bland. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of games were givens. You know what I'm saying? We knew it was gonna go that way.
There's always something to talk about. I think
nothing too crazy happened, but this week was very unfortunate. As of right now, the Giants getting the win over the Commanders was very unfortunate for people like me, because I picked the Commanders. And Jimmy says it all the time. It's division rivalries, but hey,
he does say it all the time.
I can't give you guys all the sauce yet. It's not Thursday, but yeah, Sideline's been doing its thing. Especially our very handsome producer, aka Blackout AD. He's been fucking doing his thing with the slides. How are those coming for you? Because a lot of people don't see that shit behind the scenes. Like, do you feel yourself maybe getting like more creative with them, or you're starting to get it more down pat?
So no, I don't feel more creative, which is kind of like a negative for me. I don't know. I feel like I want to get better at this shit in terms of like creating slides, even thumbnails and shit. Because like, all right, shout out to Big Papi Angie, Lil Llama. Them boys started their podcast, Guys Being Dudes. Go check it out. They hit like 100 views first episode. But Big Papi Angie, we seen it early. That nigga's creative as fuck when it comes to making videos, and even the thumbnail he made. And I don't know. I feel kind of like I guess self-conscious would be the word. But like I'm like, damn, like I could be better at this shit. But I also just don't give a fuck about creating shit. If that makes sense.
But there's people that have a knack for that. Like, I feel like Big Papi, he's one of them people that like he has the patience and the know-how to sit there and create. Because even me attempting at editing, I see how much work goes in it, and I can only imagine how much work goes in it to make his kind of product. You know what I'm saying? So like, shout out to him. There's just people that they're just like that for real when it comes to those type
Yeah.
of things.
I mean,
that's his element.
everybody think about it. Everybody has positions. Everything in life is a position. There's a position you pick. There's a role you have to be a part of. I think my role is on camera. My role is being like the fucking promoter. But I am trying. Again, I am trying because I want to be better at that side, because I think me being better at it, I can create looks. I don't know, create the
You can be more of a
Blackout.
well-rounded. You can be a more well-rounded content creator.
But also for the fact of like, when we do get to a point where we hire other people, where people come in that are creative like Angie, are creative like Herc, I can just be like, yo, this is what I've been doing. This is my idea of it. Take your you this is what you do. You know what I mean? Like, you're the fucking you're the goat in this. You take it how you will. But this is my idea. I want to be able to at least articulate my ideas when it comes to shit like this. So I think that's what producing does for me too. And again, I say it every week, but it shows me a different side, because now I'm listening to you guys. I'm sitting here, not talking. You know what I mean? I'm just literally paying attention to the show. I see when you guys have like low energy, like was it 2 weeks ago where you were kind of down? You can tell like it didn't bring the rest of the show down. They did their best to like keep you up, but you could just tell your energy was missing, you know? And you only know that from watching and like being in the background. Captain Cutlet. What's going on, players? What's up, Kay? What they do,
What it do,
Cutlet?
shawty?
How's it going? But yeah, it's just a different side. You know what I mean? Like, and then again, like,
do I know who that is? Captain Cutlet?
Yeah, Jimmy's pops.
Oh, Papa Walls. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy right there.
He's always on the streams and shit, showing love. Appreciate that.
Jimmy's not for nothing. Jimmy's dad is like probably the most funny, one of the more funniest guys I've ever met. Like, he's funnier than Jimmy. He makes Jimmy look like a clown. Like, man, I've sat out on the porch of this man, and like everything, you know, like me and Jimmy could be going tit for tat, and Jimmy always has a comeback for me.
Yeah,
that's Papa Walsh right there, bro. Jimmy just he be lucky playing quiet because his brother really gets most of it. Brian,
yeah,
you met Brian
a couple times, but never like with never long. You know what I mean? We never like smoked or nothing.
He's like another jokester.
But yeah, I mean, another thing, you know, this is a good conversation because I got 3 podcasts to do today. Well, this would be in the 3rd one. I don't feel good, but I'm glad you pushed us to do this. Yeah, we gotta really. I always say this, and I've been streaming more. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're still doing the pods. We got to step it up because I had a conversation with Hen Dog, and I had told you about Hen Dog having a homie that's pretty big on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. million plus, whatever. And you know, I don't know. Hen's kind of one of those people that like not put you down, but tries to keep shit realistic. And obviously, he's an asshole, so he says
He's just very blunt.
No, yeah, but he's always telling you like kind of what it is, and you take it how you want to. And we were sitting, you know, when he came out, we were talking, and I think it was like the first time. I mean, there's multiple times where I feel like he does support Black. I know he supports Blackout, but there's times where I have felt like, nigga, like you don't want us to see us succeed or something. Like I don't know. There was always like that underline. So this weekend we talked about it, and you know, I don't know. He gave me a lot of confidence in what we're doing, especially lately with like obviously pre-llama. Pre-llama we've been slacking, but we've been streaming, so we haven't been doing the pre-llama. But that's generally what the pre-llama was beforehand, was all of us streaming. We're still doing the late night. We're consistent on the late night. Obviously, Big Llama. And then the couple videos that we've been putting, like the clips and shit. And he like acknowledged it. He was like, bro, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are getting cleaner about it, but just keep bettering it. And then, you know, obviously he has the connection with his homie. I don't really want to say who it is, but he told me basically, he was like, yo, get the shit together. I want to put you and him in a room together. Like whenever I go back to Florida, I want to introduce you to him. You can pick his brain because I obviously I'm good at that. Like I got questions. He's already doing it at a high level. He already has a spot where he's making content out of. Everything I want to bring Blackout to, he's already doing. So it's kind of like that. You know, and this nigga, bro, he's getting millions of views in hours on his shit. I'll show you who it is after. But he's like legit. Like I was like peeping it because obviously he told me who it was. So I was like watching his channel and shit. And like posted a video that day that I checked it out, million views already. So
Yeah.
basically, Hen was like, bro, if you guys get this shit together, I can introduce you. I can be that plug for you. And if he helps, he helps. If not, you know, maybe you get game out of it. But really present it in a way. And, you know, it kind of goes to
Yeah.
what we were talking about and transitioning into the Kai clip. Kai said now $1 million worth of game, where he's like, yo, you got to have tunnel vision. You got to focus in. Like what he was saying was very
Yeah.
powerful. And like you said, it is shit that I try to preach for the most part. Now, do I always follow it? Probably not. You know, I'm human. But
Yeah.
there is that is in my mindset of like, nigga, if we want to do this shit, we got to really lock in and lock in a real way. We got to be, I mean, we're doing it half-ass, right? And we're
I want to
doing
say probably like since the beginning of this year, to your point, like I've noticed that to to do this shit and to even see yourself being successful, like you're just gonna have to be coachable. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like opportunities like that present themselves, and how like we were talking before about, you know, going to events like TwitchCon and stuff like that, and like just putting your pride aside and just coming to like either people that are doing it bigger than you or people that have platforms that you could take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Um, either
in any way.
get game from it or opportunity. You know what I'm saying? In
Yeah,
any fashion
anyway,
or form.
anyway. Whether that's the thing, like, and that's what I was trying to make clear to Kev too, and I think he understood because again, it felt like he was really on our side. You know what I mean? Like wholehearted. He's like, bro, you guys are doing this shit, and then he even gave me like a lot of props in it, and then you know gave me confidence. He was like, bro, you should be doing radio. He's like, you clearly love doing this shit. Why not get a job in radio? Which is something I've been kind of struggling with because obviously I went to school and then like I haven't really done nothing with that, you know. Kind of like what I tell you is like I know what I need to do, but I'm so I don't know. I'm very cerebral in terms of like I'm overthinking shit when I shouldn't, you know. Like
It's not necessarily the worst thing because I'm kind of like that too. Like remember how damn near this entire year I was talking about going to the Cowboys game, and it wasn't until like towards the end of the year that I was like, you know what? Because I thought it was something in the back of my mind before, because I knew around this time was when I was kind of like I knew I was gonna have to start looking either if I was gonna renew my lease or fucking move somewhere else or whatever. And if I did, where would I move? Blase blase. And I'm kind of thinking about it like I don't know, like I would have to save money prior to whatever. And you know, things happen in between. But now that I've actually gotten to this time of the year, it's kind of like I'm thinking, you know, it's not really my best interest. Like I should really just instead of spending that type of bread on, you know what I'm saying, go and hang out, even though it's something that I've been wanting to do. Cause really I haven't done shit this year, bro.
no, but like what
I've been real
that clip that Kai said is nigga, it hits all aspects, especially the conversations we've been having because of personal situations. The
yeah.
last couple of weeks we've been having in-depth conversations. And it plays to that too. Like what he said, have tunnel vision. He's like, yo, the parties and all that shit will come
Yeah.
after. But he's like, I know I got to stream 8 hours. You know, and that's something I've been giving my girlfriend like hella credit because she knows, like, you know what it is to be in a relationship. You gotta balance everything. And I was like,
Yeah.
obviously I work full time. You know, I got my girl, and then I'm trying to do this. And the amount of hours I still put in, like, think about it, I'm streaming 56 hours this month. It's still a
And
lot of fucking
still
hours.
have to fucking eat, sleep, and shower.
Yeah. Yeah. So like luckily I have a good support system where I I'm like I'm not stressing about having to make content because she understands. And again I allocate as much time as I can, you know? But with that being said, it's like, bro, we gotta keep pushing. If this is what we're gonna do, we have to push harder. We have so many ideas that we don't do. But there's so many ideas. Again,
I'm
there's
not gonna lie, like I've been thinking about doing and I haven't gotten any results yet, but like up and coming rappers that I be seeing on Instagram and shit like that, I be asking for
interviews and shit.
yeah, if they do interviews and shit like that, and just seeing what they would charge or something like that. I haven't gotten any like results yet, but doing some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that are just coming up, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily I'm gonna have to like pay an absurd amount of money just to do an interview with this guy, but just start doing little shits like that. Or it's not even like I have to put them out, like just start to build a catalog so that when you do come across a person that you know what I'm saying, you can possibly have an opportunity with, you have something to present, like how Kevin was saying, like you
No,
get
that's
something together to present to somebody,
yeah.
and we do something. But in the
But
meantime,
that's
you
got to
got to
be the
get on your
goal, right?
shit.
That's
Yeah.
got to be that has to be the goal right now. Like really package this the correct way because again, we got the bones. We've been doing this for years at this point. Right? I've been doing it for years. But it's still it's been a hobby and it's got to transition to more
A
than a
prime.
hobby. It's got to be real like real life another job, a second job. Like
Yeah.
I kind of treat it like that.
Like a side hustle.
I kind of treat it like that, but it's not full force yet, and that's on me. Like I'm talking about just me personal. It's like, yeah, I do treat this like it's my second job, but I'm not I like today, you know what I mean? If we didn't do the pod, I was perfectly fine to just turn the stream on game. You know what I mean? And that can't be the case. And you saying what you said about like we should do this still and talking me in makes me feel better because it's like, all right, let's go. Fuck it. Let's do the pod. Let's keep it going. Let's keep getting better at. That's another thing. We got to keep getting better at this, the conversation point of it.
Yeah.
But that's what we're in right now. We're shooting in the gym. We ain't in the game yet, but we're shooting in the gym.
Shooting in the
Getting ready.
fucking gym.
Then that's what it is. And then when the opportunities happen for us,
Stacy, man.
like the opportunities have been happening for us. You know what I mean? When we do the
Yeah.
fight cards, look at what those fight cards do. They do
Yeah.
numbers. We do well. We got into 50 viewers watching that shit.
I mean, not for nothing, like the llama show, for example, because it's when we have the most audience together. It just shows how big the community itself actually is.
Yeah.
So that in itself is quote unquote a fan base. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We have a small following now.
These
And-
niggas got, bro, his sons. Think about it. Me and Llama were not on the show last week. It was the highest viewed show. That's because they brought their people, but they was already built in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's working. What we're doing is working. And we've seen, again, nigga with 3 million subscribers clicks on my channel by sheer luck. 75 viewers. Like that shit don't happen to everybody. Think about all the niggas streaming right now. That shit ain't happening to everybody, bro. But it's when those moments happen, we got to continue to capitalize on it. We got to be better. Start streaming about sports, wrestling, fishing, grab the attention of all groups to stay away from politics.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I can't do politics, bro. There's some people that just care way too much about that shit.
Yeah, it's not something I'm into. But he's right though. Like think about it. We have the people. We hit, bro. Anything we talk about, you give us a topic, we're gonna talk about it. There's never a time we're just bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, we're all pretty well-rounded in what we know, and we just bounce off of each other. It's just continuing to build that, and then really locking in on content. Like there has to be. Like,
bro, I was thinking about this shit too. Is that we all got to get like everybody throw in on like the group camera. You know what I'm saying? And get like a camera that when we go to link, someone's recording that shit the whole time.
Yeah.
Like Denver trip, bro, that shit was hilarious. Hilarious. There's no way it's just me that thinks this is funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you were to record like when we walked past that nigga that was on the bike and Jimmy was like, nice pants. Yo, that's free content like all day long. The pizza review.
The sidewalk. Fucking, I forgot we did that shit. But Tang brought it up. The pizza review. I said, damn, we did do some shit like that. But no, I mean, that's another thing that has to happen this next coming years, like linking up, like getting everybody together at events. And those events are also networking events. That's what we're going for. And it's like, yeah, we'll hang out and shit. It'll be fun.
But strategically,
we're going
to
work. We're making content out of this weekend. That's what it's got to be. Like, think about it. CDO, the COD League, Miami. Nigga, that's fire. Miami, nigga, that's a quick drive for y'all niggas.
Drive. No, hell no. I'm gonna have to get even if I have to fly to Orlando, I'm not driving all the way to Miami.
Yeah, I'll be on the Llama show tonight for sure. I'll be on the Llama show.
I drove from Jacksonville to Palm Beach and never again, bro. I don't know why I volunteered to do that shit.
Regardless, bro, it's in the same state. And it's like, bro, we love COD. We go to an event. We can maybe scoop up some interviews on some COD pros that are around. Like, yo, give us 5 minutes. Just quick conversation. Because like, all right, it's just finding our lanes, right? Like, really,
Yeah.
like individually, what is our lane? Like individually for Roman to Raw, what is you going to be your lane? Yeah, we do podcasts together, but we're all gonna eventually have to like Bird. He's gonna have to branch out. I'm gonna have to branch out, and then that's how we build. Same thing with Llama. Like Llama's doing his part by posting his videos, and then still doing podcasting and gaming with us. And you know what I mean? I don't know. Like even with his son shit, like you just see it blow up because there's already an established, like you said, fan base, and it's easier now at this point. Think about if these kids.
I could probably see myself like doing like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but being like,
but
you know
it's
how
like
like
what on YouTube?
not that corny shit like that is popular now with like the couples that be like cheating on each other, doing the fake pranks and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
for views and all that. I wouldn't go that way, but more of like a if I were to compare it to somebody uh like Roman Atwood. I don't know if you ever knew him. He was a big YouTuber. Like he's more for kids now, but he used to gay BCD for fans. Don't watch me, bro. But Roman Atwood, he was like this famous YouTuber. And he just do like crazy shit, like you do like flips over on a dirt bike or just like jackass shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was more like appropriate like for kids and family or whatever.
Yeah.
I would be like on some shit like that.
Yeah. But just again, setting the time, making it, like we're gonna have to put some time in this. Videos for the blackout channels, like we're gonna have to schedule videos in advance. Like whoever can make it, this is when we're filming this video, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whether it be like a reaction or tier list, whatever. Same thing for sideline. There's got to be other content for sideline to get people to the pod. So fucking jersey tier list, logo tier list, fucking breaking down your guy. You guys each have 3 storied franchises that you guys love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And they're big franchises.
a documentary styled video for each franchise of, Tang talking about the Broncos, you talking about the Cowboys, Bird talking about the Steelers. Like those would be good content pieces. But again, it's like what, how, and what kind of time are we going to allocate to this? Because again, I believe in this shit, bro. Like I was, like getting paid from Twitch. I never sold drugs. Very like, you know what I mean? Like I never sold anything. I never had like a side. I've always just had a job. I mean, it's just one source of income. And when I look at like, even though it's not crazy bread, but it's enough money. It's money for streaming.
Some money is better than no money.
No, bro, like straight to the account. You know what I mean? For gaming, I got paid to game. No matter the amount of money, you know what I'm saying? I can go buy food off of Twitch money.
Yeah.
So how do I double that? How do I triple that? It's already coming to my account. Build that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was joking with one of my managers who actually watches. Like, shout out to him because he like comes and asks me. He's like, "Oh, how's the llama show?" He'll like watch an episode or whatever. He'll bring up moments.
And you winning your parlays too.
Yeah, sometimes, not all the time.
But I'm not gonna get too deep in it. AD blackout DM blackout AD for your picks.
No, sometimes. Yeah, but like truthfully, those are the only times I've had like side incomes that just come in.
There's niggas that do that.
Oh yeah, but you gotta have some bread to like. You gotta be able to be disciplined with that shit. It ain't that easy. You know what I mean? You win one time, you're like, oh shit, nigga, throw the bag on this one. This one gonna hit twice.
And then you fuck around and bet on the fucking Commanders beating the Giants. And your life is in shambles.
Yeah, I put them in the parlay for sure. And I looked at it too. I was like, I bet you the Giants gonna win.
The fucking Giants beat the Commanders, and then all of a sudden you can't pay your rent or your fucking car payment.
Fucking
you put the whole house. You put the whole house on the Commanders.
Hen hit me, or he hit like me and Bird's group chat with him. He was like, "Yo," he's like, "This is hilarious." He's like, "We're watching the FSU game." He said somebody gets hurt. And he's like, all the white boys in here covering their mouths like they're watching 9/11 happen. like, oh no. And he said, this dude next to me said, this dude next to me, his girl was tight. Like, You put money on this game? He said only a little if they win. He said that ain't gonna happen anymore. Oh man, Tank said should have went Giants. Did you go Giants, Tank? Look at him. Man, dude. Yeah, at this point, you might as well just
End it. I just need to end it. I paid my dues and I'm done.
You're just gonna pay for
hit the. That's it.
Because me and Tang were talking about there's gonna be a day or a week that's mathematically impossible for you to come back.
Yeah.
You just need they both need to have really bad days. Twice, back-to-back weeks for you to come back, dude. And you have to be outlandishly good. 15-1. You know what I mean? 14-2.
We should do something special for the playoffs to kind of make it more interesting.
Like
maybe like wins and losses count for more.
Yeah, but then maybe you do like the winner of the regular season gets that bread, and then playoffs is you start over, and you can do double the bread.
No, I'm saying more like to give it a chance to like move around, because think about it. So if it costs them more losses to pick wrong, and I were to pick one right, you know what I'm saying? It'd be easier for me to catch up or for them to fall behind. And either because Jimmy and Tang are fairly close, you know what I'm saying? And can give a chance for either one of them to pull more ahead or fall more behind. And because it's playoff, there's gonna be less games. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. Because I'm thinking, I like the regular season winner gets the bread, and then you guys go start over in playoffs and just go like that, and maybe double it, like $2 a loss. You know what I'm saying? Because then you just go through the playoffs, like you said, less games. So it's not gonna be that much bread in the playoffs, but you just add it on. If the winner wins. It's double for everyone, and I'm not gonna be wrong. I don't know. I enjoyed that's my favorite part of the sideline shit though. It's like seeing you guys picks. Yeah, like seeing you guys picks and shit. Like, oh fuck. And the fact that you guys are like super into it. You know what I mean? Like, dang, I gotta win this week.
Bro, because I've been trying to do my best, and it's just like literally every week it's somebody that's fucking me royally. And if it's not Jimmy, it's Tang. I'm like, I just keep seeing them pull farther and farther ahead. I'm like, I don't know, man.
He said, "What'd you say last week? You guys are already in the 90s."
I'm fucked up out here, bro.
I'm curious to see if Tang loses it. He was up pretty good, and then Bird's been catching up the last couple weeks. Last two.
Tang's been doing good for like the regular picks, but I'm not gonna lie, not all of his fantasy hit.
No,
he had a couple busts on fantasy this year, and none of those got brought up. But we're not gonna bring those up.
We do got to do better at keeping track of that. I gotta get a lineup, Bob. My hairline's looking. But we're pulling up on that 30-minute mark, man. We're gonna start streaming, play some video jueguitos. Shout out to Roman 2 Raw for having us do the pod today. You know, I'm glad.
Yo, shout out to fucking Berto. Berto got an Xbox yesterday.
Hey,
my boy out here.
He's about to be part of the game squadron.
The community.
The community.
The commune. The village.
But we'll be back in literally no time. No time at all. So keep us
There's more blackout on the way, and it starts right now.
You gotta hit the Disney fucking. All right, boys, girls, peace. It's been episode 21 of the Pre-Llama Show. Roman 2 Raw, Blackout AD. We out this bitch. See you
Sideline 8 p.m. Thursdays.